If you're taking on the role of being a director, you've signed up for a big task.
Today, directors face an environment that's much different than several years ago. They face much greater personal risk.
Directors are losing sleep these days, but they don't have to. They can regain control of the boardroom process.
Making sure companies are paying for performance is the biggest challenge facing compensation committees today.
Corporate Board Member Magazine and the NASDAQ Stock Market present the Board Governance Series with series partners PricewaterhouseCoopers, FTI Consulting, Wilson Sonsini Goodrich Androsati, and Hewitt Associates.
Welcome to the Board Governance Series. NASDAQ and the Corporate Board Member Organization have brought together experts on this very important topic. We've seen in the last year tremendous change in the rules and the laws pertaining to corporate governance. This series will help us understand this important topic. We hope you enjoy the series.
On this edition of the Board Governance Series, what every director must know about information security, with David Remnitz, Leader Technology Segment, FTI Consulting.
Today's topic is going to be speaking to the issue of information security and the risk of information security to members of the board, and to talk to the responsibilities that management has in assuring that an information security program is comprehensive, is robust, and meets the requirements that the shareholders demand in terms of being able to respond to, being able to be comprehensive and robust enough in the face of increasing regulatory pressures, in the face of potential investigations, and in the face of potential actions against the organization. The first part of the webcast really focuses upon understanding what institutional assets exist that we would consider to be part of an information protection program. That the most valuable assets as a member of the board must be cognizant of and must ensure that management is keeping a firm eye and a firm hand upon are the institutional assets that represent knowledge, that represent intelligence, that represent good know-how of the business, and represent the business function within the enterprise. Being able to put together a program of information protection around those assets is critical. And being able to understand who within the management unit is responsible for that oversight is also very important in terms of your understanding of this issue and its potential problems. We're not asking you to be a technologist. We're not asking that you understand all of the intricacies of this. We're just asking that you look at and you speak to those in technology-related positions, in risk management positions, in the office of the CIO, who are responsible for implementing the technology underpinnings, the applications within the business, speaking to them as to what controls, what procedures, what technology enhancements, how do they test, how do they go back and audit specific results within the enterprise is most critical. You should first sit down with the CIO of the organization and speak to the CIO regarding the following topics. Gain a broad understanding of the information technology platform that the business operates under. Gain a broad understanding of the applications, specifically in the core areas that the business is most present within. So if it is a financial services organization, you may want to spend time not just on the financial systems that are controlling the accounts payable and the general ledger functions, but you probably want to spend time understanding the trading operations and how they create specific models that give them advantage in the markets. Also, as part of those discussions, you probably want to have a good understanding of the governance model for information risk control and understand the specific areas of responsibility within the business line. Who is responsible for testing? Who is responsible for procedures? Who is responsible for installing specific applications and ensuring that those business applications are operating in a manner that gives you every confidence that it's producing reliable results? On another note, as a takeaway, you should look to outside analysts who can provide insight as to how the industry or industries are treating these types of issues. What are good or best practices that should be instilled upon the management of the organization? Are there other industries that are doing things better, that are more advanced, that might have experienced areas that you're just growing into from an information assurance and risk management perspective? Another takeaway to me would be that the organization has to report to you continually as to how they're progressing. Where are the problem spots within the information technology platform that the business has discovered? What are they doing as corrective measures? Have they brought in outside advisors who are helping them? And who are those outside advisors who are providing guidance? That is very, very important in this area. The issues that we've discussed today are not going away. In fact, these issues will accelerate. You will face these issues as being a member of the board on a day-to-day basis as you take part in meeting with the management of the companies. And in fact, you must be cognizant of the reliance that each of the organizations now places on the information assets that it maintains. Getting a firm grasp of this will take time, but leveraging outside advisors, listening to the members of management, and then combining that feedback into some of the brief notes we've combined today, I think could serve to be very helpful.
David Remnitz can be reached at david.remnitz@fticonsulting.com. The Board Governance Series is a presentation of Corporate Board Member Magazine and the NASDAQ Stock Market.